This is the complete guide to chicken parasite. This is the part 1 of the 2-part series that will be airing on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. The first part of this series will entail the ectoparasites. Ectoparasites are those parasites that are found outside the body of a chicken. And that is what we'll be exploring on this video today. So make sure you subscribe for the second part, which will be the endoparasite, the parasites that are found inside the body of the chicken. Before we continue, you can give this video a thumbs up. Parasites can really cause huge losses on your farm if you don't maintain your farm properly, because you'll be feeding your chicken and hence they will be feeding on your chicken. This can lead to low production of eggs, can reduce the weight gain of the chicken, and also can cause deaths in the chicken. Stay around so that you can be able to know how you'll be able to manage the parasites that attack your chicken externally. So the first parasite that can attack your chicken is the bed bug. Yes, you heard me right, the bed bug. The bed bug do not only live in beds, but they can also attack your chicken, and they can suck a lot of blood out of your chicken. What are the signs and symptoms that your chicken have been attacked by bed bugs? Before we go to the signs and symptoms, I want to tell you a story of how bed bugs really ate me up. Back in primary school, I was really eaten by bed bugs. This school of mine whereby I was studying, whenever you close school, then you come back during the opening days. So you know a bed bug can live up to 3 to 5 months without eating blood, and it will be able to survive. So even if you have closed the school for 1 month, then you come back after 1 month, then you find that the bed bugs are still alive. They will really feast on you, and they really feasted on us. So were you ever infested by bed bugs while you are in school? Comment down below. So what are the signs and symptoms of that bed bugs have attacked your chicken? First of all, you will have something known as increased in feed consumption, whereby your chicken will be really eating more, and hence they will not be gaining weight. This will be one sign that your chicken have been attacked by bed bugs. Like for example, us in that school, we were being told that eat a lot. Our friends were making these jokes of us. Eat a lot because the bed bugs are ready to feast at you in the night. The second one is reduced egg production in your birds. If it is for the laying chicken, you'll have a reduced in egg production. The third one is breast and leg skin lesions that will appear on your chicken. The fourth one is bug facial on eggs and also on the laying nest in the chicken coop. That would be one of the signs that your chicken have been attacked by bed bugs. The only best solution to be able to eradicate bed bugs on your poultry farm is by fumigating your chicken coop. That is done whereby, you know, the bed bugs can live for a very long time, and they can lay, a female bed bug can lay 5 eggs per day. And the eggs of a bed bug can be hatched between 4 to 12 days. Imagine that, 4 to 12 days, the egg is already hatched. Imagine if that was a hen, you will be getting a lot of profits because it can lay 5 eggs per day. This is a bed bug laying 5 eggs per day. So that the only thing you can do is by removing all the wood shavings from your chicken coop, then fumigating the chicken coop properly. The second parasite that can attack your chicken is known as the stink-tite flea. These are laterally flat, brown, dark brown organisms that can attack your chicken, and they like usually covering themselves around the eye, the wattles, and the head of the chicken. That is the best place that they usually stick themselves on, and they continually stick there so that they can be able to suck the blood out of a chicken. When your flock has been attacked by these parasites, it can cause restlessness, it can also cause anemia, and it can also cause the scratching of the chicken. And also for the laying hens, it will cause a drop in egg production. And also you'll end up finding that your chicken will look very emaciated even if you are feeding them the proper feeds that they need to be given to a chicken. So how will you be able to deal with these stick-tite fleas? The first thing you have to do, you have to take Vaseline, then you have to apply on the areas that have been affected by the fleas, whereby the fleas have attached themselves. That is the first step. You apply it, the Vaseline or olive oil, around the place whereby the stick-tite fleas have attached themselves onto the chicken. After you have applied that, then they will just get off and die because they will die of suffocation over time. Then that is how you will deal with the stick-tite fleas. And for the bedding, since the fleas usually just lay the eggs when they are still attached on the body of the chicken, so the best thing you have to do, you have to make sure you wipe out the litter, you take that old litter out, then you fumigate the area properly so that you can get rid of the eggs and small larvae that have started forming on the litter of that chicken coop. That's the only way of which you can be able to eradicate properly the fleas. Because sometimes these fleas usually attack the chickens that have been roosting on their eggs so that they can be able to hatch the chicks. After they have roosted on their eggs, we'll find out that since they are just, the chicken are in one place, the stick-tight fleas will have a better time to be able just to sit and attach themselves on the chicken. So you'll be able to clean your coop very well using lime and using the proper recommended dust for the chicken. And another thing that you can do, you can introduce dust bath in the chicken coop, whereby you mix the sand with the wood ash and then you keep it in the chicken coop, whereby the chicken can be dusting themselves over and over, and that will be able to eradicate the fleas in your chicken coop. And also there's another way whereby you can be giving your chicken apple cider vinegar. I posted a video of how you can make apple cider vinegar and how you can give it the right dosage for the apple cider vinegar to your chicken. Make sure you click up here if you want to see that video. So that is the other way, because the apple cider vinegar makes the blood of the chicken taste very bad and the fleas won't be able to try and suck that blood out of that chicken. That is another secret. The third parasite is known as avian lice. Avian lice. How are these avian lice transmitted? Avian lice are transmitted through crates. Have you ever heard that I need some crates to transport my chicks? Maybe you are getting it from a neighbor and the crates haven't been disinfected or washed properly with the proper disinfectant. You can end up transmitting lice from one farm to another. Have you seen that? Through crates. And that's whereby I found out that most people usually use a lot of vehicles, the same vehicle, to transport a lot of chicks from different flocks. If you're using one vehicle to transport flocks of chicken from different areas, make sure you're disinfecting the vehicle plus the crates that you're using in the transportation of your flock from one farm to another. So that even if one farm is infested with the lice, it doesn't transmit the lice to other farms that you're transporting your flock to. That is one thing that you just need to know. How that is an easy way of which how lice is transmitted. And what are the signs and symptoms that your chicken have lice? For example, I will tell you where the lice usually attack. I want to show you. Let me head down here. So the lice usually attack, I want to catch a chicken so that I can be able to show you. So as you can see, like this chicken over here, the lice usually like to attack and suck blood out of the chicken, like over here. This is where the lice usually like to infest themselves. As you can see, my chicken are very clean. They don't have lice. The louse is a singular, then plural is the lice. They usually attack on the feathers there, and then you can just find some black spots of the lice down there on the feathers of the chicken, and they usually cause a lot of discomfort for the chicken. If you have for the male roosters, you'll end up finding out that the male roosters will have a lower reproduction rate, whereby you'll say you have enough roosters on your farm, but these roosters aren't able to fertilize the hens on the farm so that they can be able to produce the fertilized eggs. You'll end up just finding blank eggs, and you may think that maybe your roosters are not enough in number and you add, but it is an infestation of the lice on your farm. Another sign is a decrease in egg production for the laying hens. That is another sign that also your chicken have been attacked by the lice. Most of these parasites are nocturnal. They usually come out at night so that they can feast on your chicken properly, because they're usually very active during the night, and you won't be able to know if your chicken have lice, but you can only know from some of these symptoms. And also the scratching, whereby you can find that the chicken can try and be pecking around their feather, deep down into their feathers. That is a sign that your chicken have been attacked by the lice. The solution to this is also by use of wood ash and sand, the dust bath. Then you keep it into the chicken coop. This will be able to manage the lice in the chicken. And also by giving your chicken apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a magical solution that you have to be giving your chicken over and over. So make sure you click up here to watch that video of the benefits of apple cider vinegar to your chicken. And another solution to how you can be able to control lice on your farm is by the use of the proper insecticide or the chicken dust, whereby you will be able to spray on the feathers of the chicken or dust it. Then it will be able to eliminate the lice from the chicken. And for the bedding, make sure you are changing your bedding, then you are fumigating the area with the proper insecticides to be able to kill the larvae and the eggs. Another parasite that can attack your flock is known as the mosquito, a mosquito. This parasite can cause something known as avian malaria to your chicken. Yes, you heard me right. They can cause malaria to your chicken. And this disease can be deadly to your chicken. Another one is that it is a vector for transmission of other diseases on your farm. For example, it can transmit the fowlpox from one flock to another. That is one danger of mosquito presence on your farm. It can also transmit another disease known as West Nile virus. They also feed on blood and they can cause egg reduction on your flock. How will you be able to manage the mosquito on your areas? First of all, make sure you are clearing bushes near your chicken coop. Second of all, there should be no empty containers near your chicken coop whereby they can be breeding grounds for the mosquitoes, whereby they can lay their eggs and the eggs can hatch to mosquitoes. Don't let that happen near your farm. Thirdly, make sure there is no stagnant water near your farm, whereby it can also be a breeding ground for the mosquitoes. The best way, after you have used all the preventative measures to be able to eradicate the mosquitoes on your farm, what you have to do, you just have to use the insecticides, whereby you can spray. The insecticide must be chicken friendly so that they may not harm the chicken. So you just have to use it on the chicken coop, then it will be able to clear out the mosquitoes from your chicken coop. The other parasite on your farm is the housefly. Yes, you heard me right, the housefly. Yes, the housefly can attack your farm, and houseflies are vectors. They carry diseases from other farms onto your farm. For example, the housefly can transmit Newcastle disease from one farm to another. That is one danger of the housefly infesting your poultry farm. If the housefly infests your poultry farm and it has brought a disease like Newcastle disease on your farm, this will really cause huge losses on your farm, because the Newcastle disease, as all we know it, it is the biggest and the deadliest disease that can attack any poultry farm. Okay? What do these houseflies usually do? These houseflies usually come into the poultry house if you have the litter that is wet and it is smelly, it is removing some ammonia and it is wet. So make sure if you have a poultry farm and you have that house, make sure the litter is always dry. Don't let the litter, maybe just the water has spilled over, then you let it sit like that. If it sits like that, that will attract housefly, because you know the litter has mixed with the chicken droppings, so this will lead to an attraction of the flies to come there. When they come there, they lay the eggs on that wet area, and then the eggs will develop to houseflies later in life. So just make sure if you hear any smelly litter, make sure you just change it over and over. That is the best way of how you can be able to control the houseflies on your farm. And after you have collected the litter from your farm, make sure you are taking it to an area that is enclosed so that it can be able to dry up. Don't let it outside and then let it being rained on. After it has been rained on, it will start to smell. And if it starts to smell, it will also attract the houseflies. And then the houseflies will come and lay their eggs on that wet litter. And it can cause later diseases in life of the chicken. You can also use insecticides in the elimination of the houseflies on your farm. The only insecticides that are chicken friendly. Okay? So now let's head to our other parasite. Our other parasite is known as the fall ticks. Yes, you heard me right. Even the chicken can have some ticks. Signs and symptoms that your chicken have been attacked by some ticks. You can have anemia. 2, you can have weight loss. 3, you can have a drop in egg production. 4, you can have paralysis in your chicken. A female fall tick can lay up to 500 eggs in 1 year. That is for a female fall tick. And do you know that fall ticks can live up to 4 years without drinking any blood of the chicken? Do you know that? Even that really amazed me. If you can live 4 years without drinking the blood of anything, without feeding, 4 years, and you will be just continuing to survive. So the best way is just to be able to fumigate your area very well and using the proper insecticides in your chicken coop. Guys, thank you for watching for the external parasite. Make sure you tune in for the internal parasite that I will be airing a video soon. Thank you guys for watching and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.